If you're planning to study in Canada, one key financial requirement you'll hear about is the GIC. Many students think it's a visa fee or money that gets locked forever, but that's not true. In this video, we'll quickly explain what a GIC is, why it's required, and how it works. What is GIC? GIC stands for Guaranteed Investment Certificate. For Indian students applying for a Canadian study permit, it serves as proof that you have enough funds to cover your first-year living expenses. Instead of just showing money in your bank account, you must deposit a fixed amount with a Canadian bank, ensuring structured financial support after you arrive. And remember, a GIC is not a fee. It's your own money, which you'll receive back in installments after reaching Canada. How much GIC is required in 2026? As per recent updates, around 22,895 Canadian dollars is required for most provinces. Around 15,100 Canadian dollars for Quebec, approximately. For Indian students, this is roughly 14 to 15 lakh rupees, depending on daily exchange rates. However, the exact amount may vary slightly based on bank requirements and fees, with most GIC programs requiring 22,000 Canadian dollars plus. Documents required to open a GIC account: valid passport, PAN card, admission letter from your Canadian institution, proof of address, email ID and mobile number. Some banks may request additional documents, but these are the standard requirements. How does GIC work? Here's the process. Open a GIC account with a Canadian bank. Transfer the required amount. Receive your GIC certificate. Submit it with your visa application. After reaching Canada. Upon arrival in Canada, the student visits a bank branch to verify their identity and activate the account. The bank releases an initial amount, example, $4,135 to $4,635. This amount slightly varies depending on your chosen bank. This amount is directly deposited into the student's personal checking account for immediate expenses. The remaining amount is paid in monthly installments over 12 months. How Global Pay supports your GIC journey. Opening a GIC is just the first step. With Global Pay, you get end-to-end support, from opening your GIC account to transferring funds and managing payments abroad. Partner with trusted Canadian banks. Navigate the GIC application smoothly. Submit accurate documentation. Avoid common setup mistakes. Once your account is ready, enjoy. Competitive exchange rates. Fast, secure transfers. Zero hidden charges. Easy university fee payments. And it doesn't stop there. Get complete support with funding, compliance, and real-time assistance at every step. Dial or write for assistance. Customer support at wsfxglobalpay.com +918 976 70 7222. Which banks support opening a GIC account? Here are some commonly used Canadian banks and providers where you can open a GIC for study visa proof. Canadian Imperial Bank of Commerce, CIBC, SBI Canada Bank, Royal Bank of Canada, TD Canada Trust, Scotiabank, Simply Financial, HSBC Bank Canada, ICICI Bank Canada. Canadian banks and providers. Important GIC guidelines and common mistakes. One of the most common mistakes students make is incorrect name matching. Your name on the GIC account must exactly match your passport, including spelling, order, and middle names. Any mismatch between your GIC letter and passport can lead to visa delays, application rejection, additional verification checks. So, always double-check your details carefully before submitting your application. Other important GIC points to remember. You cannot withdraw the full GIC amount at once. If your visa is refused, you can request a refund after bank fee deductions. If you leave Canada early, remaining funds can be withdrawn, subject to bank rules. Interest earned is minimal. GIC is meant for visa compliance, not investment returns. Pro tip: smart financial planning. Since your GIC funds are released in monthly installments, it's important to plan your finances in advance. Make sure you keep some extra liquidity for security deposit, usually 1 to 2 months rent, initial expenses before your GIC is fully activated, health insurance and other setup costs. Also, avoid last-minute currency conversion at unfavorable exchange rates. Transfer slightly more than the required amount to cover bank charges. Planning ahead will help you settle in comfortably without financial stress during your first few weeks in Canada. Enjoy the seamless experience of Forex Card and app. Download the Global Pay app from the Play Store and App Store.